Never trust an elf. Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to another Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Playing some Historic today, playing some Elves today, and we got some new cards, some Dominaria United. The big one, of course, is the 2-drop. There's one 2-drop Lord for each color in Dominaria United, and the green one is an Elf. Leaf-Crowned Visionary. Green for a 1/1. And that's a Lord, so other Elves get +1/+1. That part isn't actually that important. It is kind of important, but it really isn't the enjoyable part. The enjoyable part here is, whenever you cast an Elf spell, you may pay green. If you do, draw a card. Now, the two things that Elf decks are good at. One, making a lot of mana, and two, running out of things to do because all of our stuff's been killed. So Leaf-Crowned Visionary is great on both sides of that ball. Of course, giving you a thing to spend all your mana on, and a way to keep those cards coming. And when you put Leaf-Crowned Visionary alongside Collector Company, and also alongside Freyalise, Skyshroud Partisan, which is a phenomenally good Planeswalker, this elf deck can kind of hang with some removal spells, which is really important. So Freyalise, of course, for unaware, green 1 for a Planeswalker, 4 loyalty to start. +1, it untaps an elf and gives a perpetual +1/+1 to an elf in play, elf in your hand. -1 is seek an elf card, which means just to draw an elf card from your deck. So it's a 3 mana Planeswalker, 4 loyalty, -1 draw a spell, which is just awesome. Then, of course, if you ultimate it, you get a Regal Force. Such a good card. I see Elf lists playing like 1 or 2 copies of this card. This card is the card that makes Elves a viable deck, in my opinion, because it actually plays well against decks playing a lot of removal, which is the decks that Elves often struggles with. And then when you're goldfishing, you can just untap your Archdruid or whatever, which is pretty cool as well. So, otherwise, there's a bunch of Elves here. Of course, we got Llanowar Elves and Elvish Mystic, thanks to the anthology. And Warmaster's phenomenal for making tokens. Clancaller, another Lord, is awesome as well. But you got a new one here, though, Defiler of Vigor, a little top end. I'm not sure what the right number of this card is, but 6/6 for 5 makes all of your spells cost Phyrexian mana less. So we can play our Llanowar Elves for free. We can play our Leaf-Crowned Visionaries for 1. And then whenever you play a green permanent spell, all your stuff gets +1/+1 counter, which is just absurd. So I'm not sure if 1 is right here. It could be more, it could be less, but this is a very powerful card. And it's a very individually powerful card, which is great. Company's obviously great. Good lands here, too. Lair of Hydra against control decks. Castle Garenbrig is actually very useful here. It turns 5 into 6 mana for creatures and activations. So allows you to help activate your Clancaller, activate your Warmaster, which is super cool. And 98% of the time, it's just the Forest, which is cool. And one Boseiju. Sideboard got some creatures in it. Reclamation Sage is very important against the artifact and enchantment decks. Scavenging Ooze against graveyard decks. Got to keep that creature count high. And then a smattering of spells here. You know, Snakeskin against control decks, Relic against graveyard decks, Intervention against sweepers, and Primal Might against creatures. So that's the deck. Super simple, super efficient deck. If you like playing fast ladder games and ranking up fast, this deck is super sweet. But let's get right to the games. First, quick word from our sponsor at CoolStuffInc.com.
CoolStuffInc is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right. Elf. Got to be a Lord of the Rings tie in here somewhere, right? Get our deck open. Nice and clean. All 4s. Alright, opponent's taking a mulligan. We're on the draw here. We don't have a 1-drop, but our hand's pretty good, honestly. The only awkward thing is we have Dwynen's Elite here, which wants another elf, but I think on the draw, opponent on a mulligan, we can keep this hand. Archdruid, Skyshroud, and company is very powerful. A little bit slower on the goldfishy end, but Forsaking Crossroads, interesting, sure. And look at that. Just like that, we draw Elvish Mystic in our hands, actually perfect. So turn to Archdruid, possibly. Forsaken Crossroads on white. Temple Garden. Okay. One of the things this deck is really, really good at is if your opponent is playing a linear synergy deck that's just trying to do its own thing, this deck is very good against those decks. If you're not playing cards that kill Archdruid, yeah. So we have Adeline here, and Adeline's good and all, but now we get to do a lot of stuff. So let's play first. Let's play Dwynen's Elite. Add 2 elves to the board. And then we're going to tap for, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, tap for 4 mana. Play Freyalise. We're going to untap. And probably just cast 2 companies, right? We cast the first company. We have 1 floating. We can't do that, actually. So, hold on, that's 4. We're actually 1 short of casting 2 companies. I miscounted. Which is still pretty good, I guess. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we'll just cast, tap this for 5. Yeah, it stinks. We're actually 1 short. I might actually play this a little differently. That's okay, though. Cast company. I guess we didn't need a main phase it either. That's okay, whatever. Sure. Whatever. A little sloppy, that's fine. And then we just say, go. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter. They can just never win. So, the elf deck creates an advantage so quickly if Archdruid's allowed to live, and if Freyalise is allowed to live. So, they're playing, assumedly, White Weenie. Oh, it looks like they're playing multiple colors. They have the Forsaken Crossroads. So, we might be interested in Primal Might. Not sure exactly what we want to cut, though. I think shaving a Clancaller is usually fine. They seem like they're not going to have that much removal, so you can shave down on the Freyalise in the matchups where they're not going to have as much removal if you're just being going to be linear. The point of having all 4 of these is that the elf deck often just kind of scoops their removal decks, so you're going to have the max amount, but you can shave 1 or 2 if the matchup's going to be very, very linear. And I'll bring in 2 Primal Mights. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing yet, but I think removal spell seems pretty good. Forsaken Crossroads. Oh, they Temple Garden too, right? Alright, opponent mulligans again. Hand is very good. Keep this. Temple Garden. We draw Lair. We got an elf. With 8 elves in the deck, you're going to have a turn 1 elf, most games, which is pretty great. Alright, so the green-white humans. Thalia's Lieutenant. And it's funny how in Modern, the humans deck was actually really, really good against... So the elf deck was one of the humans deck's worst matchups back in the day. So here's Dwynen's Elite, make a token. We could attack for 1. They're not gonna block. Let's attack for 1. There's no other block here. So Lieutenant. They get to Adeline, which is pretty good. They get the pump. They can actually attack and then pump again if they're willing to trade Lieutenant. They're not going to. I think I probably would have there though, honestly. And now we draw another company, so we're just gassed up here. We're just gonna say go. We have a triple collected company. Shock in, play Inquisitor Captain. Sweet card. So we see the Thalia pump. Before you note, the Adeline tokens are also humans, so they will pump up the Lieutenant. Another Lieutenant. Alright. They're getting pretty big here. It's a pretty good draw for them. Let's see. They're going to attack, and they're going to make a human that pumps the thingies. We're casting company. Let's see what we get. We get a Warmaster and a Leaf Crown Visionary. Pretty good. We get to lower a little bit and make a token. We can make some blocks here, honestly. We probably just need to kill Adeline. So we do this. We're going to lose only 2 of them. We kill Adeline. We kill this token. It's pretty good for us. Then we just untap and take over. It's funny because Leaf Crown Visionary is actually on, it's on cast, not on ETB. So the companies aren't as good. Let me see a Clancaller, though. Yeah, where's that company again? Play land, play company, say go. And now they just have, a big idiot. Another captain, sure. But, they're just not really getting through our Warmaster blockers, so... Pump your stuff up, do your thing. Captain will get, what? A 3-bit Inspector. And pump them all up again. Light land, so pretty good hand for them, but I feel like they just can't ever win, so that's pretty cool for us. Cast company. This time we get another Warmaster and an a Visionary. Make some more tokens. Token, trigger, token, trigger, token. And now, we're gonna put 1 here. Yeah, sure. Yeah, the thing is that they just if decks that can't directly interact with the creatures in the elf deck, just almost don't have a chance. Because as far as a pure goldfish goes, the elf deck is just phenomenally good. So in matchups like this, where you're just goldfishing, you're in great shape. The challenge is, can you beat the decks with lots of removal spells and mass removal spells? And I think it can. Play, please. Gigantha is our opponent's companion, which could be literally anything. Anything from, you know, Jund Sacrifice to weird artifact combo decks to Affinity to anything else. So, a mulligan here. Mulligan into... It's not a great hand, but we're going to keep this. Ship the Clancaller is the worst card. Clancaller is, like, only okay. But Snow 1-drop kind of stinks. Warmaster is very good, but... Yeah, Den of the Bugbear and Yeet. Oh, I'm sorry. It's like a Wizard Burn deck. Sure. Right, draw the 1-drop, which is a little awkward. We're gonna... I'm actually gonna have Visionary here. So I want... They're probably gonna kill it, and I want to be able to get value up my Warmaster. So next turn I'll be Warmaster plus Shepherd. Attack for 1. This is probably a light up a stage turn. Alright, it's fair. I guess the playing the bear, it's skewer and light up a stage. Playing a bear would have allowed us to get around them light up staging, but they're gonna skewer, which is fine. Now we draw Dwyn's Elite. Alright, so we get to go Warmaster into Shepherd. They have a light up a stage, so I want to try and avoid taking damage if possible, so it's awkward for them to cast, because obviously they'll lose it at the end of turn. Gigantha, bunch of cards. Very burn heavy deck here. Alright, so we're just gonna chump, I think. Warmaster's really good, don't want to trade it. Just gonna chump. Could double block, but Warmaster makes tokens, obviously. I think this is fine. I think double blocking is also kind of reasonable. The thing is, like, if we double block and they kill one of them and they kill the Warmaster, we can't play Dwyn's Elite for a token, so just chump here, lock this light up a stage out, unless they want to burn us directly. And if they're burning us directly, I think we're pretty happy about that too. So, opponent's got to think things through. As a reminder, as always, there's a companion article to this video on CoolStuffInc.com. I do a video article every Monday and a written article every Friday. They have Pyromancer. Alright, so Pyromancer plus light up a stage. It's pretty good. That works out well. My article last Friday was going over the Dominaria United cards that stood out to me as early winners across multiple formats. Alright, so we're going to play the Planeswalker here. We're just going to plus on Warmaster so they can't play with fire it. And it's also going to pump the Dwyn's Elite in my hand, which is kind of cool too. And we're just going to chill. And they want to go after Freyalise. That's like fine too. So a lot of... They've got double light up stage this game, so they are definitely up on cards. They have Wizard's Lightning also. Yeah, it sucks. Alright, so we're in a bit of trouble, but... Yeah, so red decks are pretty good against us. You know, they're a good mix of removal spells, but also a fast clock. They have another Witch's Lightning here too, or Skewer maybe. Discharge. Alright, so pretty good draw from our opponent. They are firing on every single cylinder. Let's see. They still have 3 cards in hand. I guess that double light up stage earlier was pretty ridiculous. We can't make tokens off these. I'm going to play this thing and minus it. Try and find a 1-drop elf so we can play these for tokens. Alright, so this is just, you know, draw a card, gain some life, and allows me to start Dwyn's Elite, but pretty hard to keep stuff in play against this deck. Obviously, they have so many things to do. Double light up stage, so many cards. They're gonna, so we eat 4 damage here. So 3 mana for draw a card, gain 4 life, get our elf on. They're gonna hard cast light up a stage. Hits. Oh my god! So triple light up a stage this game, and stomp also. Yeah, I mean we're just dead. All right, you got me. They have Bugbear as well and Remnant Ruins. Yeah, tough matchup. All right, so we get to play. I guess we play with 3/3 Dwyn's Elite, and then play with 2/2 Dwyn's Elite because they can't stop this in response. So we will at least get our token. Yeah, opponent's like firing on all cylinders here. Stomp, of course, very good against us too. Probably have Chain Whirlers post board. This is a nightmare matchup, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, like the actual nightmare. mono, take 1. You have a mighty 3/3 in play. And I'll block. I mean, I'm not sure what they have here. They have a Chain Whirler, maybe? That seemed pretty good for us. Just stop, sure. So, yeah, I mean, every cylinder firing. Triple light up a stage, double bunk versus giant. And we have a nice Llanowar Elf here. So, we'll be going to game 2 here shortly. Definitely match up where company is very important. Because you can end step the company and try and untap with your stuff before they can kill it. 5/4. Maybe you know what? I think Elder Gargaroth could be a good sideboard card. Now I'm thinking about it. For matchups like this, just a big singular threat after they kill all your stuff. I like that a lot, actually. Like 2 Elder Gargaroth. And honestly, this is just a spot where Defiler of Vigor is also probably pretty good. It's just a big idiot they can't kill. I think 2 Defiler main could definitely be a thing. I'm not sure if that's what we want exactly, but alright, so we're gonna bring in our Snakeskin Veils and I think a few Scavenging Oozes. And we're gonna probably just cut all the Clancallers. They're very, very weak. Super easy to kill, never gonna activate it. Primal Might, I don't think we want all the Oozes. It's obviously diminishing returns on the Ooze. I want a card I can draw on like turn 5 or 6 when I have like a bunch of mana up. Just make a big creature immediately, so kind of like this. Snakeskin Veil, obviously very good against Bone Crusher Giant. So, but yeah, I think that if Red's popular, playing a few Gargaroth on your board could definitely be a good plan. And they popped off that game. Like, absolutely popped off. That was, about as good as it gets for them as far as the draw goes, so. This hand is okay. Not super great. You see the rare Castle Garenbrig coming in tapped. Doesn't happen too often. Obviously, I can just draw Forest, Here are 29% of draw Forest next turn. Alright, so they play Soulscar Mage. They just Dwynn's Elite. Play lands, they go. Got some blockers. Again, the card Goblin Chain Whirler is going to be pretty disgusting for us, unfortunately. And they're going to Static Discharge the 2/2. I got a little time to just the block, because we're probably getting Chain Whirler next turn, but draw the Forest, alright. We can, like, Leaf Crown Sentinel draw card. That does not play around Chain Whirler very well, but it's kind of hard to play around Chain Whirler at this point, honestly. We can also have Freyalise untap and play Dwynn's Elite. Kind of like that, actually. Freyalise, untap, pump some toughnesses up, and then cast the, we hit the Sentinel, and cast Dwynn's Elite. Actually works really pretty well. So now Chain Whirler is not too bad. We have Planeswalker in play. And the plus ability is pretty good against them because sizing up is very important. Land Chain Whirler this turn, this game is difficult. Without Land Chain Whirler, I think we're actually in decent shape. We can Leaf Crown Visionary and play this and draw a card also. Alright. They don't have it. They don't have it. Wow, okay. I mean, this is a very easy block, so... So we trade Dwynn's Elite for Soulscar Mage. They're not popping off 5 Light Up Stage every turn. We draw a Freyalise. We have 3 mana total. It does hurt our Visionary plan a lot, unfortunately. I think I like play Visionary. No, that's pretty bad too, actually, because we can't draw a card off it either. I think our plan is to try an ultimate. That's definitely our goal. Play Freyalise plus the thing on the Leaf Crown, so we can't get Chain Whirlered, and then play Sentinel. I think it's fun. Play this. Plus here, and we get two 2/3s. Play this, and then I'll probably take the attack, honestly. The 3/4 on defense is pretty good. And again, the ultimate here is pretty sick. I get to conjure a Regal Force, which is a pretty big house. 5/5, draw a few cards, pretty good against mono red, so... Oh yeah, they're so dead. Alright, sick. So, looks like we got this game, which is great. We're going to play Archdruid. We're gonna tap for green and cast Sentinel, and then we're gonna hit that fatty ultimate. Regal Force, please. Comes into play. Draw 6 cards. And this game is over. Over. Even if they have Anger of the Gods, still the 5/5 in play, so I doubt they would have Anger of the Gods. And our hand's still juiced anyway. Alright, there we go. Bad matchup. No problem. Now we're on the draw, though. So, things are a little harder of a draw. That's okay. I'll make it work. On the draw, game 3, mono red. Planeswalker showing her shine there. I mean, this hand would normally be insane, but against a deck playing a billion shocks, it's not as good, but it's still pretty good. Alright, turn 1. No 1-drop. I think we play Sentinel here. They almost assuredly have Play with Fire, so let's play one of our worst creatures and make them kill this thing. And if it lives, we still get to go like 2-drop and then 1-drop. Cool. So, save our Llanowar Elves. Still afraid of Chain Whirler. Warmaster. I don't want to get Warmastered. Here, get my Warmaster killed. This is interesting. I feel like the right play might be to do nothing. They almost certainly have Stomp. They can have Stomp or Chain Whirler. So playing Warmaster or playing both elves is pretty bad. Playing one elf still gets stomped. I'm gonna do nothing. Just to go. See if they stomp me or not. Nothing? Sure. Play land. Buy Giganthus. They go. Alright, so we go land Warmaster 1-drop, I guess. It could be 1-drop Dwynn's Elite. Try and save the Warmaster for later because it is pretty valuable. Yeah, let's do that. So 1-drop Dwynn's Elite. They go. And then if they have Chain Whirler, it sucks, but what am I going to do? And then if they... I mean, they're going to affect my board in some way, obviously, so... Static Discharge the 2/2? Okay. Go on. And stop. Alright, so... That's fine. Their cards are lessening here for sure. Play Warmaster, play Mystic. I would like to draw Company. I think it's probably the most important card in this matchup. We haven't actually drawn one yet. So, Company or Defiler of Vigor would be the ideal draws. Ooze is pretty good here now, too, though. So we have a mana to make it work. So, discharge the Warmaster, sure. Just don't play Chain Whirler here. Alright. Fine. Freyalise. Interesting. Interesting. What does Freyalise want to do here? We could Freyalise untap Mystic and then play Archdruid. It would be a 3/3. That's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't even have to untap that Mystic. We're going to, but... Yeah. That pumps the Archdruid to a 3/3. This pumps the squad. And we say go. We can chump Bone Crusher. I don't think I'm happy putting Mystic on Bone Crusher. We just get just blown out if they kill this. So pretty sure we just chump, keep our Freyalise alive. Any block or a double block that relies on the Lord pump is just too risky. So and play Gigantha. Okay. Draw Company. That's not bad either. So we have 4 creatures in the graveyard. Archdruid doing a pretty good job there. So we have 6 mana total to wipe the graveyard and make a 6/6. We can also untap our Archdruid. I think I want to set up for a Regal Force. So let's do this. Make much mana. Make the mana. Untap this. Play Scavenging Ooze. I'm just gonna start eating now, so they can't do it in response. Alright, so we have 6/6, and we have a 4/4. This is a base 4/4 because of the perpetual changes, so it's still a pretty good blocker. And we just say go. And we are threatening an ultimate on Freyalise next turn. If they could possibly burn it, you know, shock it or whatever, just keep it from ultimating. That's very good for us, I think. So, and now we have a Scavenging Ooze ready to hop on defense. That's a good sign. They're tanking. They don't know what to do. This charge currently does 5 damage. Whew. Alright, well. So 5 damage to Scavenging Ooze. That resolves. It is funny that they kill all my creatures and I don't want to ultimate anymore. And they have a Stomp. That's pretty good. I guess we want to eat their graveyard. Because they have the thingy that counts spells in the graveyard, so I don't think it matters that much, but alright, so that's dead. And now the problem is, of course, that if we want to keep our Freyalise alive, we chump block with 2 things, and the Regal Force isn't that good anymore. So now we need to decide how we want to handle this. I think I want to keep it alive. Then if I just draw a creature, I can ultimate to draw 3, or I can start minusing or whatever. So I think I want to go here and here. Keep us alive. Throw away a token. Make a trade. I got a double blocked, actually. I don't know if that's good or not, though. I'm sorry. Then this would die also. It's a shrink. So play Lava Runner post-combat. Untap. Oh, we draw company. Oh, I was asking for a company, wasn't I? I was asking so nicely for a company. What? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. So now if I make a Regal Force, we get a 5/5 and we draw 3 cards, which is quite good. If we seek an elf, then we're like, I'm just gonna do it. Just do it. Draw 3. Draw another company. Sick. All right, so play Forest, play Llanowar Elves, and we'll just say go. With a little sneaky company up. I think we got this, folks. I think we beat this red deck. I think we did it. Which is actually great. I think it's a pretty bad matchup. Alright. They're coming in. They're definitely coming in. Oh, yeah. Collect company all day, please. We get a Warmaster and another Archdruid. We have more mana than God. Make a token. Make some blocks. We go here and probably just here. Regal Force getting it done. This deck doesn't play Embercleave. They're playing all burn spells, so that's what I'm talking about. Sick win. Bad matchup, no problem for the Elfos. Ooh. Good old Boo. Just throwing hamsters everywhere. Defiler of Vigor. It's so comical how much better this one is than every other one in the cycle. There's one Defiler for each color, and like it's just this is comically the best one. It's not even close. So hand's okay here. It's not great. Clancaller's only okay. But hold on, it's 6. They have a Carpulsion Forest and Llanowar Elves. So this is the Gruul beatdown deck. It's a pretty good matchup for us. There's only a real removal they play is Stomp, so we kind of are able to just do our thing. And there you go. So good for them. But now I think we can get to go Visionary, which is kind of cool. So it'll most likely live. We actually have a Boseiju in hand for Embercleave, too, which is a pretty cool one as well. So now in theory, I get to go Clancaller, draw a card next turn. Not a great draw. It's a pretty slow hand, honestly. You know, we're not really accelerating that much. We're only playing 1 card a turn. Shatter Skull tapped. And then a Stomp. Ugh, a Molten Impact. Okay, so they're playing a few more spells, sure. Pretty powerful Molten Impact, honestly. We draw Freyalise. And Freyalise is the bomb. We are going to... We're going to minus here.
I see you wish to join the fight.
They might be able to kill it, but let's take our card. Next turn we have Warmaster Clancaller, which is great. So I get to Stomp me and use the Molten Impact for the rest of my Planeswalker, which is pretty good. Dwyn's Elite. Alright, we're doing it. Warmaster Dwyn's Elites, there you go. So 2 more tokens. The next turn is double Lord. And either they have an Embercleave this turn, we have the Boseiju, so. Gargi! Buddy! And then attack after the Gargi? Huh. 16. I think this is fine because I want to have better blocks for next turn with these, so no blocks. Worst case scenario is obviously an Embercleave, but make a token, pump the squad. Just gonna say go. I guess Embercleave just kills us. Maybe I should let the Boseiju. It's kind of hard to do though, honestly. All right then, I guess they didn't have Embercleave. Even with 2 stomps there, again, they just don't really have enough removal to like keep up with everything. So, all right, so looks like red green beats or whatever. Scavenging Ooze is okay. Primal Might's like not really necessary. I don't think killing their stuff is particularly necessary. Snakeskin Veil, I don't really have much removal, so like the Snakeskin Veil is only eh. I think we want to just kind of jam and do our thing. Once again, I'm kind of wishing we had Gargaroth on the board or a second Defiler in the main. Could be a spot with Shaved Clancaller, but again, not really sure what to bring in. I guess Scavenging Ooze is fine. Having a life gain in your deck is nice too, honestly. Just like a way to not get burned out. What are the draws? I got tipping in 2 Scavengers. I got a Freyalise and a Clancaller. Okay, on the draw, the Planeswalker's a little slow. This is fine. Boop. Alright, hand is risky. We do Defiler of Vigor, but we only have 1 land and an elf. And if they have a stomp, we are in pretty big trouble. We were 36%. It was not a very land-heavy deck, so I'm going to mulligan this. I think it's just too risky. Sure, much better. Keep this. Get the Defiler again, too. Sick. I'm going to get rid of the Leaf Crown Visionary. It's a little slow, and I think everything else in our hand lines up really well. So we actually have a turn 3 Defiler if they don't kill our stuff. So you can untap our elf for mana. So Turn Timber, Elvish Mystic. Interesting. Turn Timber, huh? Definitely an interesting looking build of red-green. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing. Lovestruck Beast. And Stomp. Wow. I'm Molten Impact, sure. Okay, Molten Impact's really freaking good. We're gonna play a land. Just gonna play the Scavenging Ooze. If they spend their mana to kill this and not deploy a Lovestruck Beast, I think I'm pretty happy because then I can resolve my Freyalise, so. Oh my god, that's so good. Molten Impact with Lovestruck Beast, that's really, really good. Alright, so we're kind of missing pretty hard here, honestly. They missed the land drop, thankfully, but we've not drawn too well. We Freyalise. I think we just Freyalise plus. Could minus for an elf and they just kill it. I guess forcing them to kill it means they have to tap their Mystic and they can't play a Lovestruck Beast, which also I'm gonna force them to kill it actually. This is a good tempo play to build up to a Defiler of Vigor. Draw Sentinel. Now it's interesting. I might want to hold on to Sentinel to play with Defiler immediately because it'll be free. All my spells are free, but they draw a Stomping Ground. Kill the Planeswalker. Play Lovestruck Beast. All right. For the first, yeah, not a very good draw. So when I cast this, it would be a Defiler of Vigor with it'd be a 7/7. Yeah, I guess we'll say go. We're in a bit of doo-doo here, honestly. Not a great draw on our part. Alright, in for 5. Leaving back the ones who are scared of the Lair of a Hydra. We're at 13. And they have Chandra. This is a very interesting red-green deck.
People start screaming. I know I'm on. This will be easy.
Anger of the Gods. That is an interesting card to have in your deck. Sure, untap and draw a Clancaller. Alright, so you have to play Probably now they can like Chandra minus and team up to kill my Defiler probably, but play Defiler, play Sentinel for free for Phyrexian mana, add a counter, and say go. It's funny. I think that if they attack with the Love Struck Beast, we're gonna block with the Sentinel and not the Defiler. Try and keep it alive. Yeah. We're gonna keep our Defiler alive here. Try and draw another creature, and then pump up our squad. Not allowed to use Chandra to finish it off. Gargi. Probably should have done that in the reverse order, but Alalia. You draw a Leaf Crown Visionary. That's pretty sweet. So we let's see, play land. I guess we activate our Lair of the Hydra and then play. I might actually want to leave Lair to chump block with, actually. Yeah, so let's play Leaf. I can draw here too. It's funny, I could try and pop off here with the Phyrexian mana to keep drawing cards, but like we're at 7, so play this for regular. Add a counter to things. Play this for, I think, regular and just draw a card. So let's draw a card. Warmaster. Alright. Play this for Phyrexian. And does have trample. We could go for the Chandra here. We need us on defense though. So alright, we're at 5. We're probably dead here, but Defiler's looking pretty good. Definitely a much more mid-rangey red-green deck. This is not your typical Embercleave Purging Emissary deck. It's just like a good card Gruul deck, which is really much better than us than a regular Gruul deck would be. Gargaroth, Chandra. Molten Impact, Love Struck Beast interaction is pretty sweet. Kind of a cool way to get some more instant sorceries into your deck. Alright. Defiler of Vigor's looking pretty good here. Opponent is in the tank. Right. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can play Anger of the Gods in your Llanowar Elf deck, sure. So we have to block. They Chandra to finish it off, and now we're just dead, I think. Yeah, I mean, sure, I guess. It's fine. I don't know why this thing didn't come into. We're actually just dead on board. Oh, they can't attack with this, right? Never mind. So, use Chandra finishes off, and then I don't think we have any outs.
Feel the burn.
Yeah. Alright, that's fun. Yeah, Anger of the Gods obviously helps a lot. You know, changes the math a little bit. So they're like a more mid-range. So I want this Freyalise back in. I want these Scavenging Oozes out. I feel like I might be interested in Snakeskin Veil. Like 2 Snakeskin Veils. And let's shave another Clancaller, because they're definitely a little more removal heavy than I thought they were. Sentinel's also a card that could maybe go. Sentinel doesn't really do a ton. It's a 1-drop for... That's fine. Let's do this. So, gotta watch out for Anger of the Gods, which is obviously a little weird from their Llanowar Elf deck, but, you know, it's cool. They're definitely more of like a mid-range, almost like you know, red-green Jund or whatever. Just playing good card stuff. Hand's great. Freyalise here is going to be the All-Star. And they didn't show any 1 mana removal, so I think we're good to go for 3 mana on turn 2 here. I think going up and just like pumping the elf in play and the Archdruid in my hand is pretty awesome. And we can work our way towards a Regal Force. We have company the next turn too, so. Alright, there we go. Oh, 2 companies? Oh yeah, this is over. Not playing Archdruid here because if we play the Archdruid, and they stop it or whatever, it's pretty awful for us, whereas this is like a really, really insane spot to be, so. Now, if they have Stomp here, they'll... Nope, no Stomp. Okay. So we're going to... It's funny, I want to cast the Archdruid, but I think we want to cast Company instead, so... I guess we... No. We just plus and say go. We could, like, attack and then untap it, but then if they have, like, a stomp and response or something like that, I'm just going to plus this here. Say go. Sure.
Oh, magic.
Just going to say go. It's because this game is comically over. Like, comically over already. The card's just so good. Like, what could they ever do here in a million years? Here's Lelia. Sure. Just like the most obvious company ever. I think we block with the Llanowar Elves and then cast Company. Because if we hit like 2 smaller things, it can't block this. And we're very likely to hit Lord also. So let's block here. Cast Company and just end this game. Warmaster. Yeah, this game's over. Actually already over. Make a token. They lose the creature. We untap. Cast Regal Force. Play a new Freyalise. We want to play around Anger if possible. We play land. I think we play Archdruid. Then make a token. Regal Force.
My legacy. Nature's wisdom will guide my hand.
And draw a bunch of cards. And we are... I want to leave up Archdruid for a company, I guess. I can just cast Freyalise. Sure, if I play this, that's 6 mana. Play Freyalise. Be like plus again.
You set foot in my woods.
Yeah, whatever. Like, who knows? We're not gonna lose to one Anger of the Gods. That's the only chance they even possibly come close to having. So that was awesome. Yes, there you go. Clean sweep, and I think it's really, really good. I think Freyalise is just so good. This Planeswalker is unbelievably good. It solves all the problems of elves. Now with Leaf Crown Visionary in the fold, that helps even more because it's such a good lord. I like Defiler a lot. I think if I were to play this deck again, I'd probably cut one of the Clancallers and play a second Defiler. This Clancaller is like only okay. And then I would probably play 2 Elder Gargoth on the board. Maybe removing... Maybe the relics aren't necessary because you have the Rex Sages. I mean, the Scavenging Oozes and stuff. But I think that having a big idiot for those kind of like Bernie matchups seems great. Because again, the goal I think when you're building a deck like this is the primary plan of just like Llanowar Elves into Elvish Archdruid is so good against the non-interactive decks that you want to build your deck, skew it very, very hard to beat the interactive decks. Be they like, removal spell, Planeswalker decks, or mono red, bolt all your stuff decks. And Freyalise does that, and the big creatures do that too. So, deck's super sweet. If you're looking for a deck to rank up with fast, this is it. All right, I'm Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you fine folks next week. CoolStuffInc.com, of course, promo code Jim5, 5% off your order. We do content every weekday, no paywall. I do an article Friday, a video Monday, and I'll see you there, all right? Thanks for watching, folks. Have a good one.